Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, One Man, Three Hearts. Happy Moto Monday to all of our OG Heart Train passengers, our members, and our new viewers who are joining us for the very first time this morning. Hello and welcome everyone. Can you just take the earpiece out for me? Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. It's so good to be with you all this week. Thanks. Good morning, good morning. I hope that you all had a blessed and wonderful Easter. Jack, good morning. How are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Elaine, good morning. Well, good evening to you. Andrea, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Sending you all lots of love and Easter blessings on this Easter Monday. Again, I really hope that you all enjoyed your holiday weekend and that you're ready to kick off this week on a positive note and absolutely crush it. Remember, we discussed yesterday that this is all about new beginnings, rebirth. It's a new season, new energies. And it's so important that we grasp and seize it. Alex, what's up? Good morning, buddy. Good morning to you, Nyla, the girls, your mom. Sending you all so much love over there. Happy Easter Monday indeed. I want to thank you all so much, especially our channel members, for participating in this weekend's Make It movie night for It Started with the Heart, my short documentary. It's about my inspirational life story, a Sugar Beach digital production distributed by DocuMarket. It's still available at a discounted price for those of you that are interested in viewing. $3.33 for rental and $5.55 for purchase. You guys were amazing. I had a really great time with you last night in our members only chat Q&A. You had some really insightful and thought-provoking questions, and I look forward to the next time that we can get together and have you all participate in Make It Movie Night. Ghost Unspeakable. Good morning, brother. Happy Easter Monday. So, welcome this morning to our Dialysis and Dialogue Live, where we will be discussing Sticks and Stones Can't Break Authentic. Sticks and Stones Can't Break Authentic. I invite all of you to join in this morning's discussion here from Dialysis as we are streaming live through treatment. I am about 30 minutes or so into treatment. We still have another 3.5 hours to go. But I'm here with all of you and I'm ready to crush it. Not only today, the week ahead, and hashtag move MFM forward. We have so many exciting things coming up. Now that we've wrapped up Make It Movie Night, guys, I'm so excited for Thursday night's Spotlight Victory guest, Helene Neville. Really excited to introduce her to the Heart Train family here on One Man, Three Hearts. Really hope that you are all able to join and give Helene a very warm welcome on Thursday night as we embark on this victorious ride with her. May 1st is when she starts her run in Thunder Bay, Canada. The first woman to complete the rest of the leg of Terry Fox's race. And we're so excited to be on that journey and run with her. So, guys, again, Thursday night, Helene is going to be joining us to share more of her miraculous story. 4-time cancer survivor. And so then from there, she will explain the details about her run, what's involved, the things that she needs to do to prepare all of that. So I can't wait for you guys to join. Good morning, Alex. So, Alex says, I know this may be a stupid question, which there is no such thing as stupid questions here on One Man, Three Hearts, but what does authentic mean? Nyla, that is such a great question. Not stupid, especially for this morning's discussion. And I think that is the first step, is identifying what authentic is. So, authentic really means being real, being true to yourself, being open and transparent, not putting on a facade or a mask for other people to approve of, or just to go out into the world and not really embrace who you truly are. Now, again, this is a very common thing. We are human beings, and so a lot of us can tend to get caught up in things we may not necessarily be comfortable with sharing, and we may fear what people may say if we are too real, if we really kind of open up and let them know exactly how we're feeling, what we're thinking. A lot of people, for them, that makes them uncomfortable on both ends. The person who is being authentic, it's not always very easy to do so because of fear of judgment, and then other people, when they're presented with the real, they could be taken aback because it's not something that they're necessarily used to. I was in Thunder Bay last week. Were you really, Alex? That's crazy. What a small world, buddy. Oh man. So you live close to Thunder Bay, like a few hours away. Wow, that's awesome. That's a God wink right there. Producer Jeffrey says, Alex, I could arrange a hello. Imagine that. Oh, how cool would that be? So, Alex, did I explain that well enough for you? I just want to make sure that you fully understand. So, authentic is also synonymous with real, being true, not putting on any fake mask for other people or even for yourself. You know, sometimes we hide our authenticity even from ourselves because it scares us. That's something, for example, with me. You know, growing up with chronic illness, I was always fearful of people judging me, and so I did whatever I could to hide that from my family, my friends. I always wanted to portray that I was okay, that everything was under control. I didn't really let people into my journey until my late 20s. I was always very, very fearful of judgment, of people seeing me as weak, people viewing me as less than or less capable of accomplishing things, and boy, did I prove so many people wrong, including the doctors who only gave me less than 6 months to live when I was just 6 years old. Now, I will share with you that when I finally decided that I was going to open up and share, whether it's through my book, social media, and now my short documentary, I told myself at the beginning that I wanted to remain as authentic and real as possible. Now, for a number of reasons. One, I was tired of running away from my truth. I was tired of hiding in the shadows. And I started to really understand that showing my vulnerability and expressing my truth would only give my mission, movement, and story that much more power. The other aspect is that I am a big believer that people are very in tune and that they're able to sense BS from a mile away. And so if you're not being real, people are going to pick up on that. And I never wanted to embark on this journey and share my life with the world if I wasn't really going to be myself. because the last thing that I would want is for my supporters to feel that I'm being disingenuous. I also knew that if I really wanted to make an impact, if I really wanted to make a difference in myofibrillar myopathy, chronic illness, disability, then the realness was the key to connecting with my audience. For people to really be able to relate to my scenario, my situations, the things that I've gone through, it was very necessary that I peel back the layers and show people the real. Alex, exactly. Yes, it's just like not being fake, exactly. Now, mind you, as a result of things like society, social media, entertainment, things that we listen to, that we watch on TV, that's why I say it's very easy to get caught up in the quote unquote fakeness. You know, everybody, for example, before they post a picture, what do? They filter it and they, do everything to dock the image, make themselves look a little bit better. But I'm telling you that authenticity, that is where we hold our power. And that's for a number of reasons. Okay, you have to remember that you, yourself, everything about you is strong from the inside. And therefore, you, as yourself, whether you're convinced or not, cannot be broken by others. And the real will always conquer. Elaine, what a perfect comment. Thank you for mentioning that. That was another point that I definitely wanted to touch on. Elaine says, hiding one's true self is exhausting. I've been there. And that's because it takes so much work to cover up who you really are. And eventually, you lose track of yourself. You lose track of the lies. You lose track of the facade that you're trying to put on. And as Elaine said, it can be really exhausting. Ann Roberts joining us this morning. How are you? Good morning. Ann says, oh man, today is a bad day. Oh, Ann, I'm so sorry to hear that. But you're in the perfect place. Trust me when I tell you, here we are aiming to change your mindset, your mood, make you feel better, shower you with love and blessings, and especially support. Terry C., hello, how are you? Happy Moto Monday. Welcome to our Dialysis and Dialogue. This morning we are discussing Sticks and Stones Can't Break Authentic. Alex is saying I kind of feel like that's where I'm at right now. Not that I lie about like who I am and my life, moreover my mental health. I'm not very authentic about that. Alex, well, it's a journey and it takes time. It also takes small steps. You're not going to just wake up and all of a sudden be able to share your life so vulnerably and transparently and tell people everything about yourself. It takes little steps. Elaine, that part. Elaine says, but I don't hide anymore. And that is the end goal. That's what we all hope to be able to achieve. I'm telling you, I have found so much strength within myself once I let go of all of that insecurity, that fear of judgment. Once I started to embrace living for myself, truly for myself, and not doing things simply for the sake of others or to people please, I embraced a newfound freedom. We touched on that a little bit last week in our keynote message live Tuesday evenings, self, priority, and freedom, SPF. If you ever miss a live and you want to go back and check them out, I promise you it's super valuable. There's a lot of great gems in our previous lives. You can always check out the One Man, Three Hearts Alive Lives playlist. Be sure to activate the live chat replay so that you can follow along with your fellow subscribers and their comments, and also feel like you're watching in real time. Lucy Cat, how are you? Lucy Cat says I try sharing with others about my health condition only to be made fun of. So now just my family is in the loop. So that's a perfect segue to discuss the idea of sticks and stones and how they show up in our life. It could be because of envy, gossip, it could be sabotage. People see that you're winning and they want to do everything that they can to dim that. They want to take away your light. They want to make you doubt and question yourself. But again, despite all of those attempts and efforts, if you are true to yourself, if you stay real on your path to victory, I promise you, as hard as they try, nothing will shake or break your authenticity. Now that, if there ever was a facade or a lie, the universe and the energy, sometimes people around you, will do everything to convince you otherwise, to convince you that you are frail, that the real you is not valuable, that it doesn't have any worth. That is a lie. I am telling you, and I will tell you as many times as you need to be reminded, you are valuable, you are worthy, and the best version of you is the real you. You don't have to pretend to be something that you're not just for the sake of making other people comfortable, making other people happy, making other people less fearful of your presence and what you have to bring to the table. Don't ever feel like you have to hide or dim, shrink your light. You walk with your head held high, or in my situation, you roll into a room with your head held high, fully embracing everything that you stand for, everything that you are. And again, I always tell you this, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, you're not hurting yourself or engaging in illegal activity, do what makes you happy. Do what lights you up. Do what you enjoy, what really, really gives you purpose and passion to wake up in the day. Exactly, producer Jennifer, amen. Sunflowers for all of our heart train. Lean on your heart train brothers and sisters, because that is what we are here for. Jack says when other people don't understand or are mean, the world will put them in the situations that people respond to them the same way they responded to you. Karma. Exactly, Jack, karma. And that's another reason why we will have sticks and stones showing up in our life and on our journey. Because sometimes people don't understand. And they are fearful of the things that they don't understand. And so what do? They attack it. They try to shut it down. But I'm telling you, baby, when we are authentic, that cannot happen. And our film Ladybug joining us on this beautiful Easter Monday. And joyeuse Pâques. I hope that you had a beautiful weekend. Sending you lots of love, our dear film Ladybug. And we talked about you last night in our members only chat. I was referring everybody back to our interview that we did where we discussed the whole progression of book to documentary. Guys, you can check that out in our video section as well as the documentary playlist. It's a really poignant and informative interview that I had with our film ladybug Anne, who is streaming all the way from France. I should say viewing from France. Yes, and that's and Alex, such a beautiful soul that has been on this journey since before day one. I thought there was a ladybug in there. Yes, there was. Chat, let's keep those likes going. Okay, double tap your screens, hit the top right corner 3 dot drop down menu. Let's get the momentum rolling for this week. It's going to be an amazing week. We are here with rebirth, new beginnings, and we're about to embrace all of the Monday blessings that are out there for all of us. Double tap your screens, hit that like button. I want to share with you guys an example of what I mean when I say that sticks and stones cannot break authentic. So, shortly after I had self published my book on one of my platforms, I decided to do what's called an AMA, Ask Me Anything. Now, on that particular platform, you are required to answer whatever questions are presented to you. It's a whole big thing. You have to actually confirm your identity beforehand. They schedule the AMA, and I think it goes on as long as people continue to ask questions. Once the momentum dies down, then it's kind of pulled from the algorithm. But in those moments, again, I told myself that whatever anybody asks me, I'm going to remain true to myself and authentic. I'm going to stay real, no matter what the question. So now, of course, the question started off with just kind of getting to know you little by little. Now, once it was realized that I had a second heart transplant, naturally the question came up as to why. Why did you need a second heart transplant? And when I explained, listen, the response from some people was very understanding, and from other people, there was a lot of negativity, a lot of judgment. People were appalled at how this could happen to me. If you're not sure what happened, please go read my book, One Man, Three Hearts, Nine Lives. You can also check out my short documentary, It Started with the Heart. Both quick links are available in the bio. It's so. Somebody just tried calling again. Anyway, in that moment, I did have an immediate reaction where I became very fearful because the comments were coming in hot and it seemed like a lot of hate. A lot of people were placing judgment. And I told myself, you know what, Chris, just stay true to yourself. Don't now divert and try to make up excuses for what happened or try to, lie your way through this. And believe it or not, when I owned it in that moment, when I said in the comments, I said, listen, you guys all have every right to feel the way that you do. It was a very bad and irresponsible decision on my part. I compromised a miraculous gift that I was given, and I have no excuses for it. When I tell you the way the energy shifted in the comment section, and people were suddenly like, oh, well, sorry, man, I didn't. We understand. We didn't want to hurt your feelings. Sorry about that. It was because I embraced my real, true story. I wasn't being fake about it. And people were able, like I said earlier in the chat, they could sense that. They could feel my authenticity and they could sense that, hey, this guy is really, He's sharing with us and he's not trying to put on a front in any kind of way. And they respected that. Me being authentic in that moment, my spirit was not broken. If anything, it gave, like I said, more power to my journey. And people were able to relate and understand that. Alright, Damien says big hugs for producer Jennifer and all the Heart Train family. Love you guys at work. I'll talk to you later, Chris, on email. Damien, we will firm things up. Lucy Cat. By telling the truth, you help other young recipients. We are so. That's so true. That's true. You're being an example, Lucy Cat. That's so true. You teach others not to be afraid to be themselves, to embrace who they really are. And that is one of the messages that I try to convey through my keynote speaking seminars is to show the audiences that I speak to that, listen, I may have a lot of different things going on, but I still love who I am. I still love my body, despite all of the faults and the things that I've been through. It has carried me this far on my journey, and that in and of itself is an incredible blessing. Why am I going to tear myself down and pick myself apart when my body is the reason that I'm still here? With all of its flaws. Lucy Cat, exactly, you teach them what not to do. And similar to what one of you said earlier before, Elaine, I believe you said that putting on that facade can be exhausting, but it also can be very sad. There are so many people that I know of personally that go out into the world and they try to be something that they're not and they put on this mask, but then when they return back home, they're lonely, they're sad, they're depressed because all that emotion has to go somewhere. And when you have to hide who you are, it can be a very dark space. Especially when you feel like nobody really knows who you really are. They only know a shell of you. They only know the version that you present. Yeah, Ghost Unspeakable, put on a happy face. That, oof. To think about the amount of people out there in the world that are doing exactly that. And that's why I stress to you that it's so important when you go out into the world to express kindness, to share a smile with somebody, because you never know what people are going through and what's happening behind closed doors or what's happening behind that smile. Some of the happiest people, some of the people that are making other people happy and laugh, the center of attention in the room, are some of the saddest souls. Ghost Unspeakable, listen, I was thinking exactly that. Stephen Holmes, good morning. Oh, wow, it's good to see you. Welcome back, buddy. Happy Moto Monday, and welcome to our Dialysis and Dialogue live stream. We are discussing Sticks and Stones Cannot Break Authentic. Another thing I will tell you, a lot of people will be envious if you're able to conquer that within yourself. So a lot of people, if they themselves are not able to be real with their family, their friends, or just out in the world, it will really eat at them to see other people being able to do so. They start to try, why? How is it so easy for that person? How are they not affected by the thoughts and opinions of others? Listen, when you are authentic and real, that becomes your armor. And it is bulletproof, baby. No matter how people will try to tear you down, when you are fully in love with yourself, when you really, and I mean genuinely, from the depths of your soul, truly love yourself, nobody can break that bond. The bond that you have with yourself is unbreakable. And people deserve to see that. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good morning, Tish. Good morning, good morning. Ghost is making an excellent point. So, Ghost says a lot of people view genuine happiness as being unauthentic. It's almost hard to believe. And some people, they give you that, like, stank face look and say, well, what's he so happy about? What's he got to smile about? Jeez, oh my gosh, some of us are struggling over here. They can't appreciate it. And that's when you have to look inward. If you're starting to look at other people and you can't be happy for them in their happy moments, that's an issue that is within yourself that you have to work through and figure out. Because there is no reason why we should not be celebrating other people's wins, encouraging other people to soar, even if we're not soaring ourselves. And believe it or not, when you are putting a shadow on other people's blessings or wishing bad on other people, you can't celebrate other people's victories, that is only going to further limit your own prosperity. Listen, the universe and life, it's a very intricate web of energy, and it's something that we will never understand. We've been trying to understand since the beginning of time, but I will tell you, similar to what Jack said, karma does not play. Karma does not play. Everything from the thoughts that we are thinking, the words that we speak. I've told you, we spoke about this in our Say This, Don't Say That live stream where we talked about the power of words, that it's like casting spells. If you missed that live, go check it out. One Man, Three Hearts Alive Lives playlist. And so all I'm trying to tell you is to be conscious of how you go about living your life and try not to be something that you're not. Okay? I want you to know that you are perfect just the way you are, and sometimes life has a way of convincing us otherwise. Tris B. the Jaeger. I'm doing well. How are you? How are you? It's good to see you. Tish, I love that. We love those of you that have the live playing in the background, whether you're driving to work, where you're at work. That means a lot to me, and I'm happy to have you guys here. Lucy Cat says, Christoph, I have to wear masks in crowds. The politics behind it is sickening. I've had to wear one on and off for years due to immune issues. My family tells me to start coughing. Lucy Cat, I hear you. When I was first transplanted with my heart transplant, that was one of the requirements early on, was that if I went out into public, I had to wear a mask just because I was so severely immunocompromised. Again, guys, if you want to know about the story and the journey, check out my book or the short documentary. Both links are in the bio description. It started with The Heart is the Short documentary. One Man, Three Hearts, Nine Lives is my book. And, at that time, that was not a common thing to see. The association was like things like Michael Jackson wearing a mask in public. People thought it was ludicrous and crazy, and everybody had something to say about it. And so I, being just 16 years old, was very self conscious about that. I hated it, and I did not want to go out into public. But again, it's like, why put myself at risk just because of what other people are saying or thinking? Because at the end of the day, everybody goes back to their respective homes or areas and they're not even thinking about you. But words do hurt and they do have an effect. You know, that saying growing up, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, that is so false. I think we've all learned throughout our individual respective journeys that words can really hurt. They can have lasting impact, and sometimes once you speak those words, you can never take it back. No amount of I'm sorry or anything will ever be able to take it back. But if you remain resilient and true to yourself, I'm telling you, that'll never shake you. Soul is joining us this morning. What's up, Soul? Woo? Go. Woo, it's so good to see you. Diamond Watson renewing her Boxcar membership for an additional 4 months. Wow, that's so beautiful to see. Especially we had a number of members drop off this weekend. So it's such a God wink to see Diamond Watson committing to an additional 4 months here on One Man, Three Hearts. Thank you so much, Diamond. Thank you, guys. W's in the chat for Diamond. Be like Diamond. Renew your memberships. Be sure to check out your email. That spam folder sometimes holds a little email to be like, hey, time to renew. So you want to make sure that you're staying on top and checking that out. Diamond, oh my gosh. You see the smile on my face? Thank you so much, honey. Thank you. And Alex, if you're real from the start, people will get over their opinions faster. Yes, Alex, yes, that was so powerful. Diamond Watson not only renewing her membership, but lighting up our screen with a bright yellow sunshine super. Oh my gosh, Diamond, thank you so much. W's in the chat. Friday. Monday. Sorry, I'm already on Friday. You see? Monday, Moto Monday. Diamond Watson keeping our rally going, showering us with more Easter blessings. W's in the chat. Diamond. Diamond says you're welcome, and thanks to everyone. We love you, Diamond. T-minus 2 minutes to our 11:11. Setting intentions. Break my heart telling me it's Friday on a Monday. I know, Alex, my bad. My bad. I jumped the gun on that one. But you know it's good if you're feeling like it's Friday on a Monday. That's a good sign right there. I'm feeling the Friday energy already. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good one. Especially because we have Helene Neville joining us on Thursday night. April 24th, 8 p.m. Guys, I need you to set your calendars. Set your notifications to all on the homepage. Nice surprise rant aside for a package and the yellow smiles on One Man, Three Hearts members. All right, we're coming up 11:11. There it is, chat. There it is. Shout out to producer Jennifer Cascardo. Set your intentions for an amazing week ahead. I want you guys to envision blessings, prosperity. Remember rebirth, new beginnings, starting off fresh. It's springtime. The weather is starting to get more beautiful. The days are getting longer. And we have so much exciting things to share with you here on One Man, Three Hearts. Yes, 2 yellow drops with Diamond and an extended membership for an additional 4 months. Big boom, 1111. Miss Ellen Bozot, how are you, honey? Good morning. Happy Easter Monday. Like for 1111, that's right, guys. Let's keep that momentum going. Double tap your screens, hit that like button, drop down menu. Like. Mod Podge, I'm doing well. I'm good. Welcome to our Dialysis and Dialogue live stream. For those of you that are just joining us this morning, the topic is Sticks and Stones Can't Break Authentic. Now, how many of you in the chat feel that it's difficult for you to be the real you? Now, it's totally okay because I'm telling you, I spent about 37 years of my life in that exact position, very embarrassed about who I was, and, even being a quadriplegic, I'll tell you the first time when I had an interview and the host had referred to me as a quadriplegic, it jolted me. I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to be associated with that label. I spent my whole life hiding from illness, and now, like, whew, this is intense. And it took me a while to embrace the term, and I have to say, producer Jennifer truly helped me in that regard, turning me from a quadriplegic to the badass quad father. You see, it's all about perspective. And once you embrace your authenticity, the sky is the limit. Like, I never thought in a million years that I would be wearing with pride merchandise, fiveheartsmerch.com, that announces everywhere I go, every room that I enter in, that I am the quad father. Like, embracing the quadriplegic term to its full extent. Never. Never thought that I could get here. And yet, look, I'm here and just standing in my power. Sitting. Sitting. Drea says, I would say when I was younger, but I got older and more experience in life. I have learned to love me and speak my truth. Drea, yes. Yes. Oh, Drea, we love that for you. You see, life is a journey and it's all about growth in the process. I love that. Because it's same, Drea. Modgepodge says I feel judged a lot. Modgepodge, I think a lot of us can relate to that. A lot of us feel judged at various times. But Modge, I want to remind you that you are amazing, just as you are. And anybody that's judging you, truly, they are jealous of your light. Lucy Cat. Oh, this is beautiful. At 57, it took me years to love me. Lots of therapy. And that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we need help along the way. Sometimes we can't figure out where to start loving ourselves. And so, whether it's a professional therapist or support around you, loved ones, friends, family, whatever support, take it where you can get it. Big smile for the W. Yes! Elaine says the Quad Father is awesome, isn't it? Genius. More genius from our brilliant producer, Jennifer Cascardo. You are awesome. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you. Modge Podge, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. And as I tell you guys all the time, I'm willing to remind you as many times as you need to hear it. Lucy got 20 likes, guys. 20 likes. Let's keep going. Keep double tapping your screens, hitting the top right corner. 3-dot drop down menu. Welcome to everybody that's joining us. Welcome all new viewers. I hope that you join us here on One Man Three Hearts and become part of our beautiful community. Mom, can I just have a mint? Thank you. Sorry, guys. Cramps. And also, could you just fix my hands for me? So, guys, welcome to our dialysis dialogue live stream discussion. Sticks and stones can't break authentic. Thank you. Thank you. Another thing that is crazy is that when you embrace and start to open up and share the real you, you'll find that you are oftentimes surprised with how many people can relate, how many people are in a similar position or circumstance as you. And similar to my circumstance, there's a lot of strength in being able to open up and share that way because when people, for example, see you continuing to rise and succeed with everything that you have going on, it may potentially and hopefully encourage them to want to do the same, to want to push themselves, or to realize that it is indeed possible and that it can be achieved. Because a lot of people get locked into the ideology that it's not possible, that it can't happen for them, or that they don't deserve it. And that's one of the major things that I try to do when I come on here on my platforms and I share with you guys is to encourage you in your own personal journeys as well. Camden Jace, what's up? How are you? Happy Easter Monday, Camden. Girls get hiccups too. Hello, good morning. Happy Moto Monday. Alex, don't worry. That's totally fine. Don't worry. Girls get hiccups too, says, how was everyone's Easter? Mine was really nice. It was really beautiful. Very simple, but all the important factors were included. My family, my loved ones, good food. Good, everyone was safe. I hope that you all had a wonderful Easter weekend. Everybody that celebrates Easter, Greek Orthodox Easter, and Passover, we are sending all of you lots of love. Ghost Unspeakable says, hold up. Alex has members on both accounts. W's for Alex. Yeah, Alex doesn't play. Alex always shows up. Now, for any of you that are struggling and want to achieve not just your true potential, but to get in touch with your inner authentic self, I am available for one-on-one life coaching sessions. My life coaching private sessions are $1,500 for 12 sessions. Now, I do suggest to get the best value for your dollar. That is why we have the Life Coaching Club Car here on One Man Three Hearts, which is a membership tier for $49.99 that allows you 1 hour of group life coaching sessions. So imagine, you get to take advantage of my certification for just $49.99 here on One Man Three Hearts. Now, if you're really interested in working with me one-on-one and we can coordinate that, email me at oneman3hearts@gmail.com. Like I said, I have lived experience of getting to a place where I fully embrace who I am. Again, I'm not afraid for other people to see that. And so if that's something, one of the things that you'd like to achieve, I'm here to assist you. Welcome, new and returning viewers. Amazing to start Moto Monday with all of you. Members are our ride to fuel One Man Three Hearts. All are welcome to join a tier of your interest. In the meantime, ride up One Man Three Hearts. Producer Jennifer, thank you for that. And producer Jennifer is also sharing that gifted members are usually not renewed. We do love those that stay aboard monthly. Your membership makes the ride intimate. Tim H, how are you? Oh, Tim, it's been a little while. Good morning and happy belated Easter. Happy Easter Monday, my friend. Tim is lighting up our screen with a very generous, bright yellow super. Sunshine on this Moto Monday from Tim H. Guys, W's in the chat for Tim. Thank you for the love, buddy. Thank you so much. Tim helping me in my movement to hashtag MoveMFM, baby. Tim drops more sunshine. That's right, producer Jennifer, just shining through the chat. Thank you guys so much, so much. Don't forget, we do have a new series on fiveheartsmerch.com. Hashtag MoveMFM. So many cool styles and designs. And you really can help in my movement by going out into the world and getting that conversation started, bringing awareness. Check it out on fiveheartsmerch.com. The quick link is in my bio. Tim H. sending a generous marshmallow. Hi, Ruby, and officially activating our YouTube bonus for this beautiful Moto Monday. Thank you, Tim. Oh man, you guys are the best. Alex says I've been getting tested and I may have a rare progressive disease. I try to hide it, but as I have declined more, I can't. It's difficult to hide, so much as I was hiding is more exhausting every day, you know? Yeah, Alex, literally I know. Because when I had to get a trach and my body started to fail me in 2010, there was no more hiding. As much as I wanted to, as hard as I tried, it was here for the world to see. And that was the beginning of my journey to fully embrace who I am with everything that I have going on. It can be very exhausting. But as I said, throughout most of this time, there is so much strength in embracing the real you. It may not feel like it initially, and like I said, there may be a ton of external factors that will try to convince you otherwise. Social media, people, family, friends, everything. And you have to remain steadfast in your journey to embrace who you are. Producer Jennifer says, Tim, jumping in for that victory target bonus. Way to go, Heart Train. Alex, don't be sorry. I'm just sharing for as an example to you that I get it. I get it. And as hard as it may be, I'm sitting here as proof that you can get there. You know, the road is long and hard, and like I said, it's not always going to be easy because people's opinions, they do affect us. People's words, they do have an impact. But there are things that you could do to get a tougher skin to not let those things have such a lasting impact. And to be able to go into a room with your head held high. Producer Jennifer is making an excellent point. Christoph leveled up Authentic, and his platform, and this platform embraced him like no other. All day, 24/7, we discuss how YouTube is proof that the world wanted a group hug. So true. So true. The world needs that right now. Needs that uplifting energy. A safe space. People can come and not feel judged. Instead, they feel motivated and uplifted. That's what it's all about. 25 likes, chat. 25 likes. You know I love to see that power. 5. Let's keep it going. Double tap your screens. Hit the top right corner. 3-dot drop down menu. Thank you for being with us here this morning, keeping me some company during dialysis and dialogue as we discuss sticks and stones. Can't break Authentic. Our heart train has room for all. We sure do. We have a seat for everybody, including our special angel honorary heart train passengers. All of our members, don't forget if you'd like to memorialize or pay tribute to a special loved one or a fur baby, you can email oneman3hearts@gmail.com and we will put that together for you. That's for all channel members. Eternal Hearts Car and higher. Ghost says everything is so fake now. Nowadays, the internet needs a big, cool drink of authenticity. It sure does. It sure does. Alex, yes, when you have a few minutes. I do want to say that I hope that by being here this morning, for those of you that are watching in real time and those of you watching the replay, I want you to fully just take a moment to understand how much value you have within being the real you. I know it's not easy, I know it's a journey, but at least, hopefully today you feel inspired and motivated to take at least a little step closer to embracing your true, authentic self. Not being embarrassed by it, not being worried about what other people are going to think or say, just doing what makes you truly happy. Nyla! What's up? Good morning, buddy. Good morning. Big OV to you, my friend. We love you, Nyla. We love you. Yeah, 27 times. Nyla and Alex and the girls watched the short documentary 27 times yesterday. How amazing is that? That's got to be some kind of a record. 27 likes in the chat. Look at that. Look at that God wink right there. Yes, guys, yes. Remember, guys, you guys are so amazing. You're important. You have so much value and worth. And people deserve to see the real you. Obi, Nyla, Obi. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. 27 likes. 27. Ooh. Ellen says, this brings to mind the phrase, you do you. Whatever makes you happy. Yes, amen. Amen. You should be living for yourself and nobody else. Alright, guys. I'm getting rib pain and stomach pain simultaneously, which is no fun. I could say and talk to you guys forever, but going to take a minute to get myself together. Um, I will be back tomorrow night. Is our keynote message live Quadfather keynote message. So join us again at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We go live every single day here on One Man Three Hearts. Be sure to check out the schedule, which is going to be posted today. Also, don't forget Thursday, baby. Thursday. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to introduce you guys to Helene. Thursday, April 24th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I would like to introduce you to the amazing, miraculous, inspirational Helene Neville, 4-time cancer survivor, before we embark on a victorious ride with her this summer. So please join us, guys, and help to give a warm, heart-trained welcome here on One Man Three Hearts to Helene Neville. In the meantime, you guys can check out her website, heleneneville.com, to get more information about her and her miraculous, victorious journey. Producer Jennifer has typed it in the chat for your convenience. www.heleneneville.com. Left and right punches until tomorrow evening. Yes, amen. Thank you all for your support this morning on this beautiful Easter Monday, showering us with Easter blessings. We truly appreciate every single one of you here on One Man Three Hearts, the Heart Train. Thank you for the likes, guys. Don't forget to visit the merch website, fiveheartsmerch.com. Get yourself some gear, some swag, especially from our new #MoveMFM series. We really appreciate all of the support, the love. You guys are truly amazing. I hope that you have a wonderful week. And remember, embrace the real you and put yourself first always. Have a great and beautiful rest of your Monday. Sending you all lots of love. And I will see you in the comment section. Go head over, binge watch the videos, shorts, leave comments in the community posts. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Guys, big shout out to producer Jennifer as we wrap up today, whom none of this would be possible without. Creator of the Heart Train, producer of One Man Three Hearts platforms, co-content creator, marketing strategist, the genius behind One Man Three Hearts. Guys, I need to see tiger emojis and W's for producer Jennifer Cascardo, our moderator that always holds it down here on One Man Three Hearts. Tiger smooches to infinity. Thank you guys. Alex says, Jennifer, you're so sweet. Nyla gets so happy when he talks to you. And Chris, OV equals love. Chris, Jennifer, Lucy, Cat, oh, that's so sweet. Alright, guys, I love you. Have a great, great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Alright, guys, God bless. Happy Easter Monday.